Okay guys, I am going to do another top 10 most creepy PSAs video. So yeah, but first I'm going to show you the original. Well, that was fast, wasn't it? Number 10. This one is called Behind the Painted Smile. It's got something to do with like animal testing or what, and it's actually really creepy. It manages to be very creepy, and that's why I like it. No. Yeah. And at the end, the woman lets out a really creepy scream. Listen to this. Sheesh! Woman, what have you been drinking lately? Also, this reminds me of another thing. Here, look at this. It is kind of like Wrecking Ball though, isn't it? Number 9. This one's about a guy trying to find his cigarettes and a girl trying to find her hamster. Thing is, there's something stuck under the carpet. The guy steps on it, and he thinks it's the cigarettes. Then the woman comes up to him, says, "Here's your cigarettes," gives them to him, and then the girl comes in, says, "Have you seen my hamster?" And then, well, you'll see.
But honey, go upstairs and look thoroughly. I'm sure, probably behind the bed like where you found them last time.
Okay.
I wonder how the father's gonna break it to the girl.
Baby, I am so sorry I killed your hamster.
Oh my God, Daddy, how could you?
Number
8.
Okay, you remember number 1 of the last one, right? Well, I've got a video that's something like that, except this time it's a man. You know what I'm talking about, right? The sous chef. That burned! Ha 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 ha! This woman. That face! Oh!
It's hot. Oh, it's...
You know, I think they would make a great couple. Or maybe this is just the fiancé that woman was talking about in the video. Not bad. I give it a 7 out of 10. Speaking of 7, number 7. This one's a little hard to explain, so I'll ask my friend Chucky to do it.
Hey everybody, it's Chucky. Right from the Good Guy Factory. Now anyway, we got this video here. Stop asking me why I stick my finger in my mouth. I like to bite it. It hurts, but I feel no pain. I'm a doll. Why do I feel pain? Anyway, what was I going to say again? Oh yeah. So it's a brain. It's all made of wires. And yeah, because wires are your brain. Yeah. Well, then again, your wires are your brain if you're a good guy doll. But anyway, then the woman says drugs and stuff, and then like wire cutter comes out, cuts some wires, starts smoking, plays some creepy sound effects, and then the brain looks very ugly. So what are you trying to say to us, woman? Wire cutters are basically drugs. Sure, makes perfect sense. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to go on a rampage.
Thanks, Chucky. Now we can move right on to number 6. Now anyway, guys, you've heard of this dude here, right? His name is Christopher Eccleston, and he starred in Doctor Who as the 9th Doctor. He's my personal favorite. And, so yeah, he also starred in a PSA called Drive Like an Idiot, Die Like an Idiot.
You should be a bus driver!
In a Keanu Reeves film. I mean, how fast were you going back there?
Hello? Hello? I said, how fast were you going? Back there.
Yeah, we're just gonna stop there. 'Cause that is freaking creepy. Eccleston talking to dead bodies. Now, you either replace those dead bodies with 2 Aughtons and then give the doctor a sonic screwdriver, or I am out of here! Out of here to go straight on to number 5, that is. This one begins with a guy trying to get rid of some paper, but then he feels like he should have a break. Have a Kit Kat. No, I'm AD Shield. I'm not sponsoring Kit Kat or Nestle in any way. Thank you for listening. Oh god, is that a freaking monkey finger? Oh dear freaking mother of God, that is awful! So awful, I just want to skip right to number 4. So, this one begins with just your average drug dealer trying to do that to you. Isn't that nice? But then he slowly and ominously transforms into like a snake-ish kind of creature. If you watch it, you'll understand.
Hey, little dude, send your mama and daddy out of the room. I gotta get you up on this. You know who I am. Snake, dealing in weed, coke, crack, your choice. Take one hit and you'll do anything to cop more. Steal from your mama, lie, cheat on your homeboys. But hey, that's the price you pay when you deal with dudes like me. Now, some folks will tell you that I'm dealing in poison. But hey, do I look like the kind of guy that would do that to a kid like you? Yes!
Introducing the brand new Transformers toy, Drugatron. In an accident with a simple drug dealer and a few snakes, he was bitten by a snake and now he becomes Drugatron every time the sun rises. Transform him from a simple drug dealer to a snake man. Isn't it just the coolest thing? Get it with your mother's credit card. Whoa, 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 put the TV off. We're not watching TV. We're getting to number 3. Number 3 is just awful. About a car crash, but before it crashes, the narrator explains what is going to happen before it happens. It goes into a pause thing, and you'll see.
If he'd stopped here, his wife wouldn't take the full impact of the crash and die instantly. If he'd stopped here, the last thing Sally will ever hear wouldn't be the sound of her own neck breaking.
If he'd stopped here, the one thing that would be
annoying me was the stupid narrator voice.
Boyd had broken bones and a broken heart. But anyway, it's too late for all that now, because this isn't where it stops.
Reminds me of a kid I met once.
Oh my God, Daddy, how could you?
Guys, I'm feeling a little number 2. Okay, guys, I've been through a lot of these, and I finally found the one. Here, watch this.
Don't try and move the pan, and whatever you do, don't throw water over the fire. The effects can be devastating.
Dear sweet mother of God! What is that thing? Here, she looks perfectly fine here. Perfectly fine. But when it gets to that part, oh my God. It's official, they're releasing Bride of Voldemort.
The effects can be devastating.
I'd watch it. I would most definitely watch it. Now, before we get to number one, don't even try it, number counter. Let's get to the runners-up first. This one is called Faces. It's made by the Partnership for a Drug-Free America, and it's got faces. Watch.
How old are you now?
If you don't tell your children about the danger of drugs, you may find a problem staring you right in the face. A problem that won't go away, or even worse, one that does.
Seriously, could you imagine walking into your room and hearing that?
How old are you now?
You'd have nightmares, wouldn't you? Oh, did I forget to mention they made another one? It's exactly the same with a different ending. Watch.
If you don't tell your children about the danger of drugs, you may find a problem staring you right in the face. A problem that won't go away.
I'm gonna have nightmares of that lifeless corpse and that creepy happy birthday song. I feel so sorry for the kid in this one. Watch.
Even a sparkler can be dangerous if you don't take care.
Tell me, what's the point of showing the inevitable? Because it's fun, that's the point.
A sparkler stays hot even when it's out. Make sure your child doesn't start November the 6th like this.
So kid, what do you think of your role in this? Yeah, I've got to go with this. I think you did a great job on the role, but you just didn't scream loud enough or deep enough. Yeah, that's better, kid. Good job. Now let's re-record this, shall we?
A sparkler stays hot even when it's out. Make sure your child doesn't start November the 6th like this.
Great. Now, I want you to scream more high-pitched. I want to see what happens then. Oh god, that scream is too much for the human ear to handle. Let's move right on to the next one. Oh god. This one I was honestly thinking about putting in, but then I remembered it's not a public service announcement. I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe it's... I don't know, maybe it's a PSA for zombies getting scared by cars and you trying to stop it. Look at this poor, defenseless zombie. He's got nothing to live for. What I recommend is you stop driving cars near zombies. That should stop them from being terrified of your car. Do you agree with this, Mr. Zombie? Do you agree with our plan, Mr. Zombie? Does that mean yes, or... Never mind. Either way, please, join the No Scaring Zombies Association. We'll take care of these zombies. Oh god! Ah! He's eating my brain! Help me! The No Scaring Zombies Association. We're here to make sure... Ah! Help me! Yeah, I've joined the No Scaring Zombies Association. I had half of my brain eaten. Isn't that just great? Oh, one more thing. Do you want to see a zombie getting scared by a car? You do? Okay, here you go. As you can see, it scurries back into its nest. Next, I Spy with Milo the Eye, a very creepy PSA. It's about a kid playing I Spy with his family. Then, when the girl guesses it's track...
Is it tracks?
Distractions can cost you your life. See track, think train.
What I find creepy about that one is, oh, does that one even matter? You know what, forget about it. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, I accidentally opened the run program. Come on. This one gives a very good message. Always wear your seatbelt. or someone's gonna come out with a camera and look inside your body to view what's happening to you while you're getting injured.
But his internal organs carried on travelling until they hit his ribcage, and his lungs were punctured, and the main artery from his heart was torn. And that's what killed Richard.
Hey, is that the woman from the Stanley Parable? You know, in the, crusher ending thing? Okay, guys, I'm getting kind of sick of doing all the runners-up. There's too darn many. However, this one here is kind of like Behind the Painted Smile, except a little different. Also, that music makes me feel something. Nah, I'm just messing around with you. Okay, I've got a few more. This one isn't really that old, but I'll put it in anyway. Here we go! And I guess that's it, really. Let's return. Here we go! Okay, this one is just audio, so you're gonna have to listen to it.
Sitting in the back as they drove to school, Ben and Katie were talking about Peter Pan. It must be fun to fly, said Ben. Imagine never growing up, said Katie. Just then, there was a little bump, and suddenly, whee! Ben was flying just like Peter Pan. Up he flew, faster and faster, until, with a merry tinkle of glass, he disappeared through the windscreen, pausing only to lose his little eye on the driver's mirror. Meanwhile, Katie was flying too, and there to meet her was her very own Daddy, big strong Daddy, who had sensibly put his seatbelt on, so he wasn't flying at all, and Katie and Daddy bumped their heads like two soft-boiled eggs smashing together. What a mess! So Ben did fly, and Katie never did grow up, and poor Daddy never learned why everyone has to have their seatbelt done up all the time. But we know. Don't we, children?
God, I could probably make that woman sound like a man. Just imagine.
Sitting in the back as they drove to school, Ben and Katie were talking about Peter Pan. It must be fun to fly, said Ben. Imagine never growing up, said Katie. Just then, there was a little bump, and suddenly, whee! Ben was flying just like Peter Pan.
Okay, that's kind of creepy. Now, let's get to... Number 1. I fear the little button. You all know why? This is what it does.
Now everybody please.
And that's not the only time it's used. Here, what's this? And with that, thank you so much for watching Top 10 More Creepy PSAs. Now, watch the credits. Well, actually, it's the PSA song Mark II.